Just a Kiss, Chapter 5, a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. You can support this channel by becoming a patron at patreon.com/MiraRights. You can also support it by giving this video a thumbs up and commenting in the comment section below your favorite part of the video or just your responses and reactions. Nathaniel sat 2 rows behind Chloe, tapping his eraser. It was nearly 2 weeks after the kiss, and she still hadn't set up a time with him. He hadn't been able to grab her after class either, as she used Sabrina like a shield. "Hey, Nathaniel?" Marinette began, walking up and blocking the aisle for his eloping plan. "Can it wait?" he said, pushing himself out of the desk and running down to block Chloe from sliding out of her seat. "Hey." "What?" Again, it sounded more of a statement than a question. "You and me next weekend?" "If you're asking, then no." "Okay, fine. You and me next weekend." The look she gave curled his insides. "Come on, Nathaniel. Enjoy the power. Don't be scared of it." "I have plans," she huffed. "That's what you said last week." "Yeah, well, go plant a tree or something. I have plans." "What are you doing?" "A photo shoot, obviously." She flicked hair behind her shoulder and gave him a sultry, "Aren't I pretty?" smile. "Now scram." "Where?" "Excuse me?" "Where's the shots?" "Why, so you can stalk me?" "No, so I know what hashtag to look for." "Aw, you'll give me a like?" "Nah, I'll block the tag so I don't have to see your entitled face." She huffed and crossed her arms. "Excuse you? You're the one that wants me as a model. Ridiculous." Nathaniel put a finger to her lips. Her gut reaction was to flinch backward, probably in disgust, but this was a power move. "Utterly ridiculous," he whispered, closing the space between them. "I'll see you at 7. "What's at 7? Alia asked, sliding into the seat behind Chloe. "I'm taking photos for Chloe's Instagram tomorrow morning," he fibbed, hoping to trap her. "Oh, really?" Marinette said. "Oh, I bet those shots will turn out great. Will you tag me in them? I'd love to see it." "Yeah, of course," Nathaniel answered before Chloe could get a word in. "In fact, if you want to be there for outfits in a second eye, we'd love to have you." "Not a we," Chloe said, index finger out. "We are not a we." "Am I invited too?" Sabrina asked. Nathaniel could tell Chloe was absolutely livid at this point. 3's a crowd, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he took a few steps back to grab his bag. "I'll see you tomorrow at 7. Oh, the audacity he had. He might have shot himself in the foot for the rest of his high school career, but this reversal of roles between the two of them was such a rush. If Marinette was there, he'd have more freedom. She was one of the few who wouldn't take sass from Chloe lying down, and he might be able to get a few good shots in without more than a few threats from Paris's princess. That, and if she credited him for the shots, his account might explode, which would lead to more commissions and a higher following on his webtoon, which meant more ads viewed and a bigger check each month, which means he'd be that much closer to saving up for a place where his dad didn't have to worry about working so hard to support them. He felt less audacious the next morning. It was a gray, rainy day in Paris, and Nathaniel knew Chloe would blame him for how her hair was behaving, as though the humidity was something he could control. He'd messaged Marinette nonstop about what to bring, excited about being able to dress a model, and it sounded like a lot of them were Marinette originals. They might be able to double dip and use some of Chloe's fame for Marinette's benefit. Surely Marinette wouldn't mind a little extra cash for commissions, and if they come flooding in, she can charge more for her time. "You're late," Chloe said, wearing an annoyed expression. Nathaniel blinked in surprise when she looked up at him. Not only was it only 6:50, but she didn't look like Chloe. She was barefaced. Well, maybe a bit of concealer and some contouring, but he'd never seen her without eyeliner on. That, and he hadn't made it to her suite in the hotel yet. They were in the lobby with yawning tourists and compensated business people. "I said 7, he said, setting down his bag to check his lenses. Nathaniel knew what he had, but was taken so off guard that he needed to keep his hands busy. "On time is late. Marinette's already come and gone." "She left?" "To get drinks." "Wow." Nathaniel couldn't help but scoff. "What?" "You would make her your gopher first thing in the morning." Ooh, he should not have said that. He could feel her pinching her eyebrows together behind him. "Yeah, well, you have your role to play. Here's my bag." "You want me to carry your bag? Chloe, you really are something else." Nate turned around to a smallish zipper bag in his face. Was this her makeup bag? "You're in charge of the shoot, right? Don't make me look gross." She turned on her heels toward the elevator. Nathaniel could only guess they were headed up to her suite, but something told him asking would result in a snide comment he didn't want to deal with at 7 in the morning. She wanted him to do her makeup? To paint her face? He blushed at the thought. Wasn't that kind of intimate? He didn't want to be a stereotypical teenage boy, but the idea flustered him. Thankfully, she didn't hold the door for him, because he was thinking too much to be in an enclosed, meter-squared space alone with her right now. 4 minutes and a few flights of stairs later, Nathaniel was in Chloe's living room. Bedroom? Sitting room? With his heart thumping like a kick drum. "What are you waiting for?" Chloe said, sitting at her vanity. "You're the one with the bag." "Shake it off, Nate. You know she's trying to get under your skin." "You already have concealer and foundation on, I take it?" "Duh! I'm gonna make sure to have a good base for you to work on. I used primer and everything." "On your eyelids too, I take it?" She leaned back, smirking. "Okay, you passed." That was a test? Primer? Just because you're an artist doesn't mean you work with my medium. So, what kind of look do you want today? Glam? Natural? Bold? Please tell me you aren't going for a blue lip. We're not in 2014 anymore, despite what Jeffree Star is trying to call majestic. Shane Dawson would fight you on that, Nate said, chuckling and opening a palette. Lots of Too Faced products, a few lip kits, various Tarte cosmetics. But what he was looking for was... here, the brushes. Hold still, he said, cupping her chin. He took a fluffy brush to dust over any blending patches she missed. Granted, he didn't see any, but it was nice to see her eyebrows lift in surprise, and it's always a good thing to confirm the finer details of what you're looking for. They continued in silence, the soundtrack of Parisian traffic playing in the background. The maid must have been the one to open the patio or something, because Chloe was always complaining of allergies in gym at school. That, or she faked it. He blended Temptress, a rich brown powder, with a crease brush as her chin tilted forward. Huh. Her natural eyelashes were kind of short, weren't they? and he'd never noticed this freckle on her nose before. "Are you almost done?" she asked, eyes still closed. Yeah. Just need some highlighter, and then I'll have you put on your lashes." "Me?" "It'll be easier for us both. Trust me." She smirked and shrugged, not opening her eyes. "What, can't handle two little caterpillars?" "Honestly, they remind me of centipedes." Her laugh took him off guard, and he forgot for a moment how horrible this woman was. She was reckless and a bully, but she had a good laugh. "Well, if they were the color of your lashes, they would be, I suppose," she said, nearly unable to make her joke from laughing so much. "Hold still," he said, opening a baked golden highlighter. He brushed some on the top of her lids before dusting her cheekbones, satisfied with how it brought the look together. Yeah, she was pretty, and this look would go well with the ice blue skirt Marinette brought. "Hey guys, are you there?" Marinette's announcement of presence came as a surprise to both of them. Chloe tried to stand up to greet her as Nathaniel tried to sit, clashing the two of them together. They stared at each other in horror before she rolled her eyes. "Calm down. Your face matches your hair at this point." I'm so sorry," he blurted out, terrified of how she'd respond. "Didn't I tell you to calm down? Please. It was just a kiss. Although, at this point, I should sue." She stood up to let Marinette in, leaving him to check his reflection. Oof. Cream lipstick on his upper lip and Cupid's bow. Now that the moment was over, his nose hurt. She must have headbutted him somehow. He tried to wipe it off with his wrist, but the removal was more stubborn than the application. "Nate, what's wrong? Are you sick or something?" Marinette asked, holding out an iced something or other. "Me? What? No! I'm fine. It's fine." "Way to stay cool, Nate. Just bumped my nose, that's all." "Oh, are you okay? Should I take a look?" "No!" he exclaimed, a little too loudly. Embarrassment blanketed him when he saw Chloe's smirk through the mirror. "What? Do you need someone to kiss your boo-boo better?" Chloe asked, clearly teasing him. "Be nice," Marinette said. "And try this on." She held out an outfit covered in plastic. Chloe took it without a word, still smirking. Great. He shouldn't be so flustered. It was just a kiss, after all. They seemed to have a track record going. Except now, Chloe wasn't hot under the collar about it like he was. If anything, this was more impactful than the first time around. He was actually sweating at this point. Forget it. She might have even done it on purpose to get under his skin. Focus on the work in front of you, Nathaniel. It was just a kiss. You're fine. It's time for work. Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 6 will be available next week. The comment on the screen is what I've chosen as the top comment from the last video. Top comments are just things that I find funny, or things that people have just thumbs up a lot, or just a really good insight into the story in general. So here is today's comment of the day. If you don't know what to comment, how about you put blue lipstick in the comment section? I'll catch you guys next time.